That's what's being pointed to in words like awakening or enlightenment or liberation, that there is a difference between being caught up in the story of me and the sense of being an isolated, separate object in a world of objects, and waking up to the sense of wholeness, of this awareness that's always here and now. There is a difference, and yet the curious thing about waking up is that you see that you aren't really achieving something that wasn't always there. I mean, it's always here. So that's what Buddha said, actually, when he had his great enlightenment. He said, I truly achieved nothing from supreme final enlightenment.
Somehow we don't believe it, right? Because we're all chasing after something, right? We want to know more.
That's what
we are.
That's what the mind is.
I?
The mind keeps imagining that I'm looking for something else. I'm looking for some state that I remember being in on a meditation retreat a year ago, or some state that I read about somebody in a book had.
Right.
Or I'm looking for the awakening experience that somebody I heard describe. Or
I was so convinced of that. Not even convinced. It was just so. It was so true for me that I never had a flicker of an idea of anything else, any other possibility.
Well, that's how that's the habitual way of functioning. And on a practical level, it makes sense. If you're looking for lunch, you go out there and you look in the refrigerator, So we bring that same kind of process into looking for enlightenment. It must be out there somewhere, and I'm going to go get it. And yet what it's pointing to is waking up to what's always already here, to the very nature of here and now, which is your true nature, which is what you are, which is what is. It's just waking up and seeing what's been seeing all the time. You're not acquiring something new. But we keep thinking, well, this isn't it. Enlightenment must be some state where there wouldn't be this tension in my shoulder, or I wouldn't be smoking this cigarette. I would have gotten beyond that, or
wouldn't be arguing with my wife.
I wouldn't be arguing with my wife. I wouldn't be having this fantasy about my upcoming vacation, or whatever it is. We have some idea of what enlightenment must be, and then this isn't it, and it must be out there somewhere. And
we keep going farther and farther away from it.
It's the awareness right here and now that's seeing the fantasy of the vacation, that's seeing the fighting with the wife, that's being everything, that's seeing everything. It's just waking up to what's actually here. And it's so simple that it apparently gets very difficult because it's so simple, it's so obvious.
Beloved calls you here today to ask you for this dance. What will you say?